Learn all about living in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico from expats Joe and Wendy Yates in this video interview with expats in Mexico. When was the aha moment when you decided that you wanted to buy property in Mexico first, and then when you decided to finally make the plunge and move there full time?
Yeah, the aha moment of wanting to buy property in Mexico was probably within the first hour I was ever in Cabo. I really I personally have always just really wanted to be here. Had the place when the market crashed, actually sold that first place back in 2010. 2019, Wendy and I decided that we wanted to get our licenses down here and start moving our personal business down here, keeping our team and our growth and stuff in Oregon, but we wanted to start personally doing business down here. And then a little bit after that, the company that we're with, eXp Realty, announced that they were going to be moving to Mexico much quicker than they were originally going to. Yeah, so that changed our plans dramatically. So rather than where we were going to work and stuff like that down here first, we decided immediately we had to go with eXp Realty because that's their model. The company model actually allows us to do what it is we're doing right now. It gives us the ability to live in a way that we couldn't have had I still been at Remax or a different company.
Sure.
So the minute they announced that, we just went, wow, this is going to be amazing. The stars have lined up for us. And we decided that in addition to continuing to grow and build our business in Oregon, now we're down here growing and building the business in Los Cabos.
What was the actual date that you moved to Mexico?
September 1st.
Of last year?
Last year, yeah.
How did you move down? Did you just pack a couple of bags, jump on a plane and come down? Or?
Well, no. Well, we still have a home in Oregon. So all of our furniture, that household is still there. So when we moved here, we'd actually never walked into the condo before we took a lease on it. We're leasing this year. We decided to lease this year, feel it out, get eXp going, and we're going to buy next year. But we'd never been in the condo, and it was supposed to come furnished, and it just wasn't livable, really. So we had to move all the things out, and so I refurnished it.
You live in Cabo?
El Tizal.
Ventanas.
And Ventanas and El Tizal.
And that is that in the corridor between Cabo San Lucas and San Jose del Cabo?
No, it's right behind Costco. Yeah.
Had you been to Mexico? You said you owned a home in Cabo before. When was the first time you actually went to Mexico on vacation?
Well, for me, it was 15 years ago. And then for Joe, it's been like 2021 maybe.
Yeah, the first time I was in Cabo was actually when September 11th happened. So I got stuck in Cabo, but yeah, that's when it happened. And so that's how long I've been coming down. But again, I knew immediately that I wanted to buy here.
Mm-hmm. What is it about Cabo that really attracted you?
When we tell people about Cabo, for me personally, I always say, you can go somewhere and find a better beach. You can go somewhere and find more nightlife. You can go somewhere and find more amenities as far as shopping and stuff like that goes. But if you want to go somewhere that has nice beaches and plenty of nightlife and amazing food and the most wonderful people we've ever been around.
Yeah, it's the people for me.
And the size of it is very livable. It's, I don't think that there's a backup plan to Cabo. I just absolutely love it.
And the weather there appeals to you too?
Amazing. Yeah, it's absolutely what we like. We're warm weather people, so we basically have San Diego down here for 10 months of the year, and then we have Death Valley for 2 months.
The climate down here really is so much more mild and more enjoyable than I think people realize. If you're here year round, right? Yeah. It is kind of like San Diego temperatures. It's like those 70s. It gets chilly at night where you need a jacket, which is a kind of a nice change. And then you get the humid kind of more tropical feel, in the
during the rainy season.
The water's warm.
Yeah.
It's just nice.
Yeah, it's a wonderful place to live. Well, describe the place you're living at, the condo. What is it, like a three bedroom place, or does it have a pool, or what's it like?
Yeah, we're actually in one of their offices. They have offices here, amazing amenities. So we're in Ventanas. We're actually in phase three. There's 4 phases, and we really think this is the best one. It has a really gorgeous clubhouse, like 3 stories. It has a yoga room and a gym and 2 pools, offices you can use if you need to work, which a lot of people do these days, work at home with COVID.
Hmm.
What else? It's just
24-hour gated with security. They're really nice. We live in a 2-bedroom, 2-bath with gorgeous views of Land's End.
yeah, it's amazing. We have these doors, like one whole wall is just windows that completely open up, like pocket doors, and it's just, we wake up every morning and Land's End is right in front of us. And
Wonderful. What do you pay for rent do you have like an annual contract there? Or?
Yep, we took a lease.
We took a lease for a year, and we pay $1,300 a month, which is absolutely incredible. Compared, you couldn't rent. You couldn't rent a terrible place in Southern Oregon for $1,300 a month.
No.
I mean, and there'd be a long list of people you're competing against. So yeah, it's pretty incredible. We probably are pleasantly surprised is how easily we could continue to work at home and grow the team and build and do plenty of volume and provide excellent service and yet be here. So we actually, the place that we bought or we're leasing, being 2-bedroom, 2-bath and 3rd floor, we may have actually taken a different place had we known that we were going to be able to be down here nonstop going.
It actually is so much easier than you think. I think people think, oh, Mexico, it's so far away and it's, I don't know, is it safe? Is it, and we're like, we can be back in Oregon, we can be in Medford in 5 hours, right? And it has been a really easy transition for us. And even though there is a lack of amenities or some things that you just don't have, Cabo does have Costco. I mean, we have a Home Depot. We have enough things to make it like enjoyable. We have everything we need.
Are you guys planning on buying a house next year?
We're looking for a normal lifestyle here. We like watch Netflix and have barbecue with our friends, and our dog has a yard, so there's so many glamorous places. Cabo is actually very sophisticated. It's way more sophisticated, I think people realize. So it's easy to get caught up in the glamour of it, but it's nice just to have kind of normal life here too. So
What the San Jose del Cabo area, which is on the eastern side of the corridor, is that an area you guys would be interested in looking at?
From a business perspective, because I think that our core business is actually going to be Cabo San Lucas and into San Jose, I think we're going to stay really close here. That's where we're going to be. That's where we're going to be building the most people. That's where we want to bring on a lot of agents. We ultimately want to have 40, 50 agents at least down here. So because of the fact we're going to focus in this market, this is where we're going to need to probably.
Oh, I was going to say, and we just love like opening our, waking up every morning seeing Land's End. For us, that's touches our soul, So we just love Cabo San Lucas. San Jose is great, but we just love Cabo.
How's your Spanish coming along?
Un poco? Just a little, it's funny. There's days there's a day or a week I get really into it and I'm practicing every day for hours, and then, you get busy with work and life and stuff, and I feel like you want to go back. But the nice thing is, like our house cleaners speak Spanish, only speak Spanish. Most of the guards only speak Spanish, so you're kind of forced to, you have to learn how to communicate, which I think is really good. I think it's really honorable to go when you go into a place. I think it shows honor when you learn their language for me. So it's definitely something we're going to do.
Yes.
Nothing makes us feel worse than when we have somebody apologizing for their English to us. And it's just so unfair. It's just like, no, we're in Mexico. Trust me, it's my fault. If we're not communicating, that's on me, not you. I appreciate your English is better than my Spanish, so thank you. And let's don't say that.
So tell me, what are the 3 things that you really love about living in Los Cabos?
Yours.
Probably. I mean, I guess the three things I really love down here. I mean, one, I would say the weather, but it's really. I always say it's kind of like the movie Avatar, going back a ways, but where they kind of plug you in. I've always said I'd rather sit on the tarmac in Cabo than be somewhere else. I feel at peace. I feel where I'm supposed to be. So there's something magical as far as that goes. So I'll call it the weather, but it's bigger than that. And then the other two things are the people. That's an easy one. The people, if they're not number one, then they're number two. And I love all of the little establishments, the restaurants. I mean, we have, El Huerto, which we absolutely love, and Flora Farms, which we love, and Tres Serenas, where we have a lot of fun, is maybe our favorite, and La Lupita. I mean, we could just go on and on and on. And, I'm going to work today at Baja Brewing. So there's just so many places that we just love going to, and you're treated so well. It's a great town for foodies. Yeah, I mean, it's the magical weather, if you will, the people, and then the food for me.
How about you, Wendy?
Yeah, it's definitely the people are number one. So it's just the people. Joe was sold into moving here emotionally and mentally way before I was. It took me a long time. I've been coming here for 15 years, and it really took me a long time to realize, like, okay, you can actually live here and have a normal life, because you vacation somewhere and you're like, yeah, but can you live there? Right? And so it was just meeting people, meeting locals, having relationships down here. I'm like, wow, it's just, not only are the Mexicans, like, the people are so humble. They are so kind. They are so polite. But also the expats, I feel like, moved down here are you have a lot of in common with them, just kind of the way that you think, because we all love it and we're all here. So it's also the expats that move here. Second thing for me, definitely would be just, I'm a warm weather girl. I love the beach. We're living in Medford, Oregon, before it is not anywhere near a beach. And I've always felt like I'm kind of girl. I like flip flops and jean shorts, tank tops. I was like made to live in this climate. So I'm a runner. So I get up every morning, it's 70 degrees. It's heaven for me. So it's the atmosphere. It's amazing. And then three would be, honestly, I really love the luxury of Cabo. Cabo is very luxurious. I mean, you can go have $2 tacos, or you can go have a $700 dinner at Sunset Mona Lisa. It's just, I really love the regularity of it, and that we can live a normal life. But I also love that I can go in and have amazing food and around, people that are dressed up all the time and wearing heels and dresses. And it's really fun to get to live like that when you want, kind of like SoCal. It feels kind of like SoCal to me, but.
Well, it sounds like the two of you are going to live there for a long time.
We will, yeah.
Great. Well, listen, thank you so much for joining us this morning. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah,
Nice to meet you.
We're literally living the dream.